magical star beings, this is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading we're going to be taking a look at the person on your mind and why they find you hard to resist. So please be aware this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. I just wanted to announce that I am taking a limited amount of clients for personal readings. So if you'd like to book, you can send me an email that you can find in the channel's about section or DM me on Instagram. So now let me show you all three piles. So for pile number 1, we have Citrine. And we have the Goddess of Magic. For pile number 2, we have Rose Quartz. And we have the Presence of the Divine Feminine. And for pile number 3, we have Red Cat's Eye. And we have the Mystic of Peace. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most. And that will be your pile for today. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose the Citrine crystal and the Goddess of Magic, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at why they find you hard to resist for the person on your mind. So please be aware this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. So if you missed what I said in the intro, I will be taking a limited amount of clients for personal readings. So if you'd like to book, you can send me an email that you can find in the channel's about section or DM me on Instagram at Psychic Siren Tarot. So we're going to be using the Divine Feminine Oracle deck as well as the Light Seers Tarot. So let's get started with your reading and see what shows up for you. So spirit guides of my pile number 1s, spirit guides of my pile number 1s, why they find my pile number 1s hard to resist for the person on their mind. Why do they find my pile number 1s hard to resist? So we have Sekhmet with the red lady. I am pure strength and I honor my anger by giving voice to it. So we have 2 Egyptian goddesses here, which is so interesting. And then we have the Mother of God with I am blessed, my courage gives birth to the divine. And the card you chose, I forgot to tell you, it says sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. So now let's get your tarot cards. At the back of the deck, we have the Poetess. So, spirit guides of my pile number 1, spirit guides of my pile number 1s, why they find my pile number 1s hard to resist. So we have the King of Pentacles showing up first for you. We have the Chariot. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands. Why they find my pile number 1s hard to resist. We have the King of Cups. We have Strength. It's so interesting that we have Strength with this half lion-headed lady, and Sekhmet is the goddess with the lion head. That's a huge synchronicity here. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Fool card. We have the Page of Pentacles. Why they find my pile number one's hard to resist. 7 of Cups and 4 of Cups. And at the back of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. So the reason why they find you hard to resist. To this person, you're showing up as very glamorous and seductive in some way. They find you also very cute, but also very sexy at the same time. And it's kind of like this person is viewing you as you have them wrapped around your finger. I'm really getting a solar plexus healing here in this pile. So a lot of you have been healing your self-worth in a way where when something is unsatisfactory to you, when something makes you angry or concerned, you voice whatever you're feeling. And it's like this person has a real soft spot for you in their heart. It's like I'm seeing the donkey from Shrek scene where he's like, do you just want to please her? Something like that. He says that to Shrek. So there's something about this person just wanting to please you. I'm seeing 111 on the timer. So yeah, it's like whenever you are upset with something or whenever you are not satisfied or not happy with something, you speak your truth, and that shows that you respect yourself, that shows that you know your worth. And that's something this person finds really sexy and actually finds you even more hard to resist because of that. And then, in turn wants to please you even more, in turn wants to give to you generously with the 6 of Pentacles even more. And we see this Knight of Cups figure here holding a bouquet of flowers and wanting to give it to his lover or his person that he's taking out on a date, since we see a picnic date here. So there's this feeling of this person wanting to constantly give to you and wanting to be generous towards you with their time, their energy, making you feel special. They could like to give gifts to you, or they could just like to spoil you a lot, because there's a feeling here of wanting to please you, and something about you is so hard to resist that pleasing you makes them satisfied, makes them feel happy inside. Okay? And this person, they just really find you so glamorous. There's something about you that they can just stare at for days. I'm really picking up on that energy. And with the crown here that she's wearing, I'm picking up on the energy of princess treatment, prince treatment, king, queen treatment, and them kind of wanting to treat you as royalty. They see you as very angelic, since this figure here, the Mother of God, has angel wings. They see you as very angelic. And there is this innocence and purity to you and a lot of light you have. And there's this cuteness to you in your face where it's like you're so lovable and cute to this person. If you saw the fly there, that just shows that the way this person is so generous and loyal towards you can sometimes make other people jealous of your connection, because whenever a fly pops up in the reading, I don't even know how the fly got here, but anyways, whenever a fly pops up in the reading for me, I see it as negativity from outside influences. And because this person wants to treat you like royalty and give to you so generously and really please you in some way and really stay loyal to you and spoil you with their love in some way, that may sometimes attract some jealousy from those that want the kind of connection you have and that feel like they are unworthy of it. So there's a little bit of envy showing up here, where it's like they feel quite bored within their own love lives, like outside people, and then they kind of wish to be in your place or to have someone like you have. Um, so I just say be aware of that. Be careful who you tell about your love life to, especially when it comes to this person. That's what Spirit wants to say and kind of make you aware of. I know it's not part of the reading, but it's showing up here in your reading. So, like I said, this person finds you quite adorable in some way, and it's like they just want to give to you. This person could also just be very protective over you. I'm getting a feeling of protectiveness here and a lot of loyalty this person has towards you, and the loyalty that they appreciate within you, because I feel when you really love someone, you love hard the exact same way that this person does. And, you love in a very fierce way, in a way that's like, if someone else is going to hurt you, I'm also going to be very protective over you. So there's a lot of loyalty that you share towards each other. And there's this feeling of this person just wanting to take care of you in some way. The reason I say so is because wolves, as a spirit animal, always takes care of its family. They move in a pack. They can be a little bit of a lone wolf, but it's like they always want to take care of those that are close to their heart. So that's what I see here. And I see the reason why they can't and find it hard to resist you is it feels like they're almost a little bit under your spell, under this sensual spell you have with the goddess of magic here. And it's like there's something about your vibe, your aura, that they just can't resist, that it almost feels like they are under your spell, like they couldn't even think of leaving you, they couldn't even think of not doing things or, giving to you to make you happy in some way. And although, it's not a real magic spell, it kind of feels like they're under the spell towards you. And it feels like there is this deep emotional connection they feel towards you with the King of Cups showing up. There's a lot of emotional aspects this person feels towards you, because I feel on a regular basis, this person doesn't really let people in. And it's not to say that they're closed off. I think they're very discerning of who they let in. And I think for them, they're more so of this lone wolf. They more so show this King of Pentacles energy of being very grounded and balanced within the public eye. But then when it comes to you, it's like they want to show more of that emotional side of them. They want to show that more vulnerable side of them and open up their heart to you in some way, in a very deep, and I'm hearing majestic way. They find you very majestic in some way. So that is part of the reason why they find you hard to resist, the loyalty and that deep spiritual emotional connection they feel. I feel this connection has past life ties to Egypt in some way. And, Isis, the goddess of magic, when I was reading up on her story, she had the potential to, really heal a person, but she also had the potential to destroy a person. But then she always ended up healing them after. So it's like this person almost feels like, in a way, because they feel so deeply towards you, and because this feels like such a huge spiritual connection to them that they can't quite fathom or explain with words, it's more so felt in the soul. Because you have so much of their heart and you have them so wrapped around your finger, it feels like if you were to leave them or if you weren't to be there, then it would feel like they are being destroyed in that moment almost. Broken in that moment almost. And when they are with you, it feels like, You give them strength, and I feel like you have a lot of healing energy in your aura. This person really likes your energy and likes being around you and likes your vibe and your energy. They find you very soulful in some way and very magical, very majestical. Something about that is so hard to resist. Something about your body too. It's like you have this element to your physical appearance that makes this person's mouth water over you. And like I said, it's like they just want to please you. With the chariot here, the reason why they find you hard to resist is because they can see this connection going somewhere. The chariot, whenever I pick up this energy in a love reading, just got a message. So this person may message you soon or may want to communicate this to you. Whenever I see the chariot in a love reading, I take it as, and this is just my opinion of it, I take it as it's like I can see this going somewhere. I can see this moving to the next level. I can see this quickly going there, and it's not like I have to doubt it or give a second thought to it. With the King of Pentacles, it's like this grounded energy next to the chariot. So it's like I see myself having stability with you. I see myself moving to the next level with you. And that's how this person feels about you. And something about you feels very freeing to this person. I'm hearing that song that's like, two hearts that beat as one. And it's funny because I know one of you, one of my special subscribers, always comment that I always bring up that song for you and Egypt for you. So this is probably your pile if you watch this alone. So yeah, I really feel this energy of a strong and deep spiritual connection and this feeling of like this person seeing a future with you, seeing the sense of I can take a leap of faith in love. I can boldly move towards this love without fearing what may happen next, without fearing, yes, and taking courage to take action towards you and to kind of take a leap of faith in love and trust that when they fall for you, that you're going to catch them. Like I'm seeing that trust exercise when someone falls and then they catch them. And I'm seeing from 13 going on 30 when she's like, love is a battlefield. And they start singing that song. And what I take from that is like, this person wants to fight for your love. And although I do see a lot of references to, you know, your physical appearance and this person finding you so hot, so glamorous, but also so cute and adorable, like cuteness overload, there's more of a reference towards the kind of connection you have and where they see it going, that I think this person values more of the actual connection and your personality traits because, of course, you have a lot of attractiveness as a person. Again, another notification, and they do want to communicate that to you. But yeah, I keep getting notifications in your reading. So it's like they do want to communicate that to you and spoil you with their words in a way of affirmation, telling you how gorgeous, how handsome, or how attractive you are. But in a way, to them, I think they value more of when they are in a connection, they really value what that connection can bring moving forward in a long-term way, in a way of when I see this person dating, I don't just see them dating for looks. Yes, like a person can be beautiful, can be attractive, can be handsome, but to them, what's really important is the stability of that connection. And I think for this person, the emphasis I'm seeing here on your reading is this person seeing a potential of having that stability with you, having your connection grow in a way where there is no doubt, there is no fear. There's a sense of, I want to courageously and bravely open up my heart to you and, you know, create a new journey, a new beginning with you with the Fool card. And that's what I feel from the energy as I tap into their energy and their feelings towards you. And that's why they find you so hard to resist, because it's like, it's their dream to create this new beginning with you, to create this energy with you where it's like, even if some days aren't the greatest, even if some days we have challenges, we can learn and grow from it. Even if some days we're bored and we don't know what to do, we can find something fun from it. Even if some days, the outcome turns out different to what was expected, we can still move forward in a way. And it's funny that I'm hearing an airplane go by, because airplanes move from place A to B. So this person sees themselves moving towards a future with you. And something about that is so important to them, because I think they don't have expectations on where this will go. They're kind of expecting the unexpected and knowing that it can lead in multiple different directions with the Seven of Cups, but they're excited to see what unfolds with you. And yeah, there's a lot of excitement showing up in this pile towards you specifically, because there's this feeling of you making them feel free, you making them feel playful, you inviting that energy into their life of excitement, and they're excited to see what happens with you next. So this is why this person finds you hard to resist. So thank you to all of you that watched this reading. I really hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this rose quartz crystal in the presence of the Divine Feminine card, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at why they find you hard to resist for the person on your mind. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So if you missed what I said in the intro, I will be taking a limited amount of clients for personal readings. So if you'd like to book, you can send me an email that you can find in the channel's about section, or DM me on Instagram at Psychic Siren Tarot. So we're going to be using the Divine Feminine Oracle deck as well as the Light Seers Tarot. So let's get started with your reading and see what shows up for you. So Spirit Guides of pile 2, Spirit Guides of pile number 2, for the person on their mind, why they find pile 2 hard to resist. So we have the Patroness of Miraculous Healing with I am ready to heal, I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. And the card you chose says, at the center of everything there is light, and I am that light. We have the Morning Star with my ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. I just heard you are on the right path. So I don't know if someone here was wondering if they're on the right path or the right track. Maybe it's not part of the reading, but maybe it's part of the reading in terms of your connection. Take it as it resonates. At the back of the deck, we have the Poetess with I love every inch of my body, and I love the women in my life fiercely. Now for your tarot cards, Spirit Guides of my pile number 2, Spirit Guides of my pile number 2s. May I please look into why they find my pile 2s hard to resist for the person on their mind. So we have the Ace of Cups showing up first. And we have the Devil in reverse, but Spirit is showing me to keep it upright. Okay, but I'll read the reversed and upright. We have Two of Wands. For some reason, I'm seeing a bull's head, like a skull of it. I don't know what that represents, but I'll look on Google in a moment. We have the Empress. So funny. It's Taurus energy, the bull. And here we have the Empress. Maybe some of you are Tauruses or part of the Venusian energy, Libras too. Or your person could be a Taurus. Doesn't have to be for everyone. Maybe just a specific message for someone here. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And I just felt a really good feeling. I'll tell you now in a bit. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Fool. We have the Tower. We have Judgment. And we have the Lovers. So why do they find you hard to resist, pile 2? As I tap into the energy, I'm picking up on the energy of the Phoenix rising. I'll explain what this is in kind of as I go along. So Spirit is showing me someone here. This can be either you or your person, but I feel for most of you, it could be your person. And this feeling of, it's very hard for me to open up and trust. It's not like, I don't see this person being non-committal, but it's more so this energy of I'm scared to open up and trust. Spirit is comparing it to, let's say we were to use a hair straightener once for the first time. And the first time, a woman at the salon is using this hair straightener on us, but then she accidentally burns us. And now going forward, we're scared to have a hair straightener even go near us because we fear that feeling of being burned again. So that's what Spirit is showing me visually and clairvoyantly when I had the devil pop up in reverse, but Spirit showed me to put it upright. So, with the Seven of Wands energy, there's like a defensiveness here where it's like, I'm scared to open up because I've been burned before and I don't want to be burned again. With the Tower, like, I don't want things to fall apart. I'm scared to, take a leap of faith and trust because what if I fall? What if I get hurt? And it's almost like, here you are reaching your hand out to this person and saying, you can trust me. I'm not going to let you be burned by this. In your reading, I hear so many planes go by. And this also happened in pile 1. I don't know what it is today about these planes, but it's like the third time now that I'm hearing a plane go by. And planes are all about moving from place A to B, but it's also giving me the impression of freedom within this reading. And the feeling of this person gaining knowledge, because knowledge is power, gaining spiritual knowledge as they start to fall in love and allow themselves to fall without trying to stop that, without trying to brace themselves. Like I'm seeing someone go bungee jumping and at first they're really scared, but then they try it and they try not to be fearful of it. And then once they try it, they end up really enjoying it. So it's like this person is ready to fall for you, but then try to let go of that fear and try to learn from it and transform from it with the butterflies here on the Tower. Even though sometimes our fear can make us believe the worst possible outcome can happen, with the Judgment card being in a connection with you. Like pile number 1, this feels like a very spiritual connection with the Lovers and Judgment. It feels to this person heaven sent. And the more and more they are in this connection with you, the more and more they feel this sense of spiritual connection to you. Like, I'm learning to open up and I'm learning to trust and I'm learning to let my heart free and not necessarily give my heart to you as if you have ownership over it, but it's coming through like, I'm going to let you have a piece of my heart and not worry about what you're going to do with it. Learning to trust again. And that's why I picked up on the bull's skull, because skulls represent death and rebirth, which we see this rebirth here with Empress. And the Tower is like breaking away that fear, those trust issues. and opening up their heart again. The bull can sometimes remind me of stubbornness, like I don't want to open up my heart, I'm kind of stubborn, but then learning to let go of that. Let me just see the bull's spiritual meaning. As I type this in, I'm feeling a throat chakra energy, like a blockage there, where it's kind of hard for this person to speak up and open up about these feelings. So the bull symbol is related to solar energies, highlighting determination, strength, and virility. Bull symbols have been depicted since prehistoric times. They can be found in art, literature, and astrology. And it also represents sacrifice. So it's like, I'm going to sacrifice this fear and hold on to the strength of this connection and be determined to choose you, to love you, and hope that you could do the same. I see this person almost having that mindset, like it kind of looks like a bow and arrow on her arm, and it's like, I'm gonna shoot my shot with you and kind of hope that this does go well and that it doesn't fail. I don't know why this is showing up within your reading, but something about this relates to the energy of why they find you hard to resist. So why is this showing up in their reading? So Spirit is showing me the Hamsa hand and saying the energy of this pile is very protected, where I won't get all the details of the why. Only you could know. But what I'm feeling intuitively, and your connection is very protected too. What I'm feeling intuitively is maybe this feeling of unraveling. Like unraveling and opening up and letting go of fear and inviting in courage to open up, regardless of certain challenges that happen, regardless of if that outcome could potentially happen, and learning to open up. And something about that, I feel like this person knows that that needs to happen. They can't live their life in fear, because I'm hearing, if we never try, we will never know. So something about you invites freedom into this person's life and invites in this energy of transformation where we can rebirth a new possibility and not stay succumbed, like I'm seeing the devil card with the chains, not stay chained to our fear and break free from that. So something about you brings that into this person's life and brings in this very spiritual connection of love, and it kind of feels very soulmate-y in a way, and allows them to open up to the possibility of something good that may come of it. So that's something they really appreciate about you. And it's like, although I want to run, because I feel this deep spiritual connection and I'm looking at the potential of what may possibly be birthed into our reality together, instead of running, I'm going to take a leap of faith towards this. And this is why this person finds you hard to resist. In terms of everything else, this person sees you as quite doll-like in your physical appearance. This card kind of reminds me of Barbie. And I mentioned the Phoenix rising. I feel like you have a lot of strength. You have a lot of inner strength, like this warrior or warrioress. And, you may look very soft in appearance, but inside you have this amazing strength like a warrior or warrioress. And there's something about you being so connected to your inner divine feminine and to your inner light. And it's like you spread light to this person and you make them feel the strong connection, like we can rise above anything that happens to us. We can rise above any challenge. That's how you make them feel. And that's part of the reason why they find you so hard to resist, because they feel like you two can be so strong and powerful together, moving together. I'm seeing animals clairvoyantly moving in a pack together. And it's like this person feels like we're stronger moving together than alone. And that's very true. So this person sees you as very doll-like in appearance. Regardless of your gender, there's something that is very flawless about you to this person. It's almost like when they look at your face, you know, when you see an Instagram filter, for example, and this person looks so flawless, where it looks like they almost have a filter on their face, but in real life, I see this person looking at you like that. And I see this person kind of feeling like they can get lost in your eyes for days because there's something so dreamy and mesmerizing about your eyes and gaze that they just want to fall in. Like, I'm seeing someone fall in love with your gaze, fall in love with your eyes. So something about that is hard to resist to, like the way your eyes look at them. And, you know, this woman and this woman look very similar in a way as I read this intuitively. And I'm almost getting this feeling of, I'm knowing you now at the age you are now. Whatever age you are will depend on who you are right now. But it's like, I want to live many years with you. And even if the love is still, even if this connection is still something very new with the Ace of Cups, it's like this person does see the potential to grow towards that, to birth that into this reality. And when they're with you, it feels like they do see a potential of growth with you and a potential of like, and a feeling of, I want to grow old with you and I want to heal with you. I'm ready to heal, because it's like this person sees the love that you share as very healing, where you pour it into their heart and it makes their heart overflow. And I'm seeing a depiction of someone's heart, and their heart is dehydrated, thirsting and longing for nurture, thirsting and longing for water, for you to pour love and nurturing into their heart. And water is a cleansing element, it's a healing element. So it's like, I see you pouring into their heart through your words, through your love, through you giving that to them, and I see it filling up their heart and nourishing their heart, and that's how they feel in your presence, you know. And that's something about you that's so hard to resist, because it's like, although there are these trust issues, it's like, I can't resist this love. I want to open up to this. And I think these trust issues stem back to childhood for some of you, or past situations is what Spirit is showing me. And this fear of, I don't think it's just a fear of things going wrong, but also a fear of, what if it is successful? What if what we do create is successful? But then what if, it's giving me the vibe of like, let's say, using this an example, let's say you two are dating, for example, or in a situationship, and it's like, what if this is so successful that we end up getting married, that we end up having children? I mean, we have the Empress here giving birth. And then after that, what if you hide things from me? Like, after our connection is already successful and we've already built it for a long time, it's like this fear of, what if this happens after? What if something's hidden from me? That's what I'm getting. Like, I'm seeing the moon clairvoyantly, and the moon can sometimes represent something being hidden. So I think this person has had certain people betray their trust or hide things from them, and that's where it stems from. But it's like, they do want to open up their heart to you, and they are ready to heal. And they do feel like you give them some kind of healing potion every time you two share love and share. Every time you speak words of love to them, it feels very poetic and harmonizing. There's something about your voice sounding like a melody to this person that they're very, very attracted to, and find your voice hard to resist. There's also something about your lips that are quite juicy in some way. Like, you look very good in nude lipsticks or pink lipsticks for a lot of you, or like a brownish lipstick I'm picking up on. And I feel this person's very attracted, like I said, to your eyes. They find them quite mesmerizing in your voice. But then also, there's something about your skin being so soft to this person that they find hard to resist. And since you're showing up as the morning star here, you're someone that shines brightly. And it's like this person sees you as a star, as someone full of light. So everything that I mentioned here, this person sees themselves birthing this into reality with you, sees themselves committing to you with the lovers and choosing you and loving you. And something about the future that you could potentially hold is the emphasis on what makes you so hard to resist. Because it's like how I said earlier, although I want to run, the potential of what may happen, of the good that may come out of it, is so tempting that I find it hard to resist. That's what I'm picking up here. And with the devil, this person does see you as quite seductive and tempting in some way. And it's like whenever you mention something to them, it's like they find you quite tempting, or they find whatever it is you want quite tempting. So for example, let's say you wanted to do something and it has a long-term aspect, like, for example, invest money. It doesn't have to be, but this is just an example. Then it's like, although this person may fear that or may fear taking the next step, it's like the temptation of the outcome and the good that may come out of it is so tempting that they find it hard to resist. So I see that being the emphasis here. I feel like the spiritual love you share gives them hope and gives them something to smile about, gives them something to be happy about, something to look forward to in the future of the way it may unfold, the outcome. But I don't see them just looking at the outcome. I see them looking at you and thinking about how happy you make them, how much happiness you bring into their life. Because I felt the sensation of smiling so much that my cheeks were hurting in the beginning. Even though I was not smiling, I felt the sensation of that. So there's this feeling of you bring so much happiness and joy in their life that you make them smile so much their cheeks hurt. And this love they share with you can become so huge. Like, this heart you chose is much bigger than the other crystals. So it's like the potential of the love you could share and the love you could already share now is so huge that it's like this person finds you so hard to resist because of that love. Lastly, I also see them loving every inch of your body. That seductive energy keeps coming through. And finding you to have a flirtatiousness in the way that you speak where they can't resist you. But yeah, like I said, the emphasis is on more so of the love you share, similar to Pile 1 in a way. Pile 1 was also like that. So I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this red cat's eye and the mystic of peace, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at why they find you hard to resist for the person on your mind. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So if you miss what I said in the intro, I will be taking a limited amount of clients for personal readings. So if you'd like to book, you can send me an email that you can find in the channel's about section or DM me on Instagram at Psychic Siren Tarot. So with this pile, I actually felt this intense hunger, longing, and desire this person has towards you, where they really long for you, they really thirst for you, they really desire you. And I'm feeling your connection is quite unique. to this person different than pile 1 and 2. The reason I say so is because for them I used another tarot deck, and for you I'm being called to use 2 other different tarot decks that I never used in any of the readings. So your connection is very unique and different in a way. Or you could be very unique and different, and maybe that's something this person finds very enjoyable to be around. Like your uniqueness really makes them desire you and long for you even more. And I heard the word soul tie, so I'm not sure what that entails, but let's go ahead and pull your cards and see what shows up for you. So we're using the Divine Feminine Oracle, Spirit Guides of Pile 3. May I please look into the person on their mind and why they find pile 3s hard to resist? Why do they find pile number 3 hard to resist? So we have the cosmic egg with the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am a force of ever-expanding love. You may want to check out pile 2 if you were drawn, because they had the Empress with this energy of creation, and here we see the divine feminine with the cosmic egg. And then your card that you chose says, I am peace when my mind is clear, the way is clear. I don't know if this is a new connection for some of you. It doesn't have to be, but there is still this feeling of a good amount of nervousness, like to keep things interesting and spicy. The reason I say so is because in your reading, I wanted to start like 10 minutes ago, but every time like I want to speak, it's like my stomach keeps making these weird noises, and I wasn't doing that in pile 2, but it's doing that so excessively that I think it's the energy I'm feeling because I never felt it before, even today. So, like I said, there's this longing and hungering for you and longing for your love and for, some kind of connection with you because of your uniqueness, but there's also this good amount of nervousness, like, when you start dating someone or you start seeing someone, especially in the beginning, when, you want to make a good impression and you don't want something embarrassing to happen. Well, it's not embarrassing, but I'm thinking of, sometimes your stomach can growl and it's like kind of embarrassing because you want to be taken seriously. Does that make sense? So I'm picking up on that energy especially. So the next card we have is the Red Goddess with playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. And at the back of the deck, we have the Goddess of Compassion with I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. So the first tarot deck we're going to use is the Chrysalis Tarot. So Spirit guided me to use 2 different decks. Can we have 3 cards, please, for why this person on their mind finds pile 3 hard to resist? So we have the Sojourner with the King of Mirrors, which is the King of Cups. We have the Green Man with the Emperor. We have the 10 of Scrolls, which is the 10 of Wands, I think. No, 10 of Swords, sorry. And then we have the 4 of Spirals, which is the 4 of Wands. Okay. So Spirit Guides of pile number 3. Spirit Guides of pile number 3s. We're now using the Muse Tarot, the other tarot deck your Spirit Guides guided me towards for your reading. Why they find pile 3 hard to resist. So we have the 10 of Materials, which is the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant. We have the Muse of Emotions, which is the King of Cups again. So King of Cups showed up twice for you. We have the Ace of Inspiration, which is the Ace of Wands. So we have the Ten of Voices in the reverse. So this is Ten of Swords in reverse. So we have Ten of Swords upright and Ten of Swords in the reverse. We have the Moon. And we have the Nine of Emotions. And I noticed the Sun card wanted to pop out for you. At the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So in your reading, there's two references to sweetness, you being so sweet. I heard the song Sweet, I Thought You Wanted to Dance by Tyler, the Creator, specifically the part where he was like, if you were to leave me stranded. And then I saw a clairvoyant image of someone being stung by a bee and having an allergic reaction to it. And then I also heard the song Candyman by Christina Aguilera, and now I feel a toothache as I say that. So there's this feeling of you being so sweet that I'm almost seeing the Four of Pentacles in my mind's eye. You're so sweet that this person just wants to hold on to you. You're like that beautiful, colorful butterfly that they want to hold on to and keep forever. And there's a lot of reference to butterflies in your reading because in the back of the deck card, we also see a butterfly here. So there's a hope of, you know, the situation transforming between the two of you and transforming into more, creating even more together with the cosmic egg here. And they see you as very sweet in a way where it's like, if I were to lose or miss out on that sweetness, it would feel like I'm being stung by a bee. You know how a bee creates honey? It would feel like the opposite. It would feel like my tooth is aching after eating so many sweets and not having any left. So you feel to this person like sweetness, like sugar, like candy. And as I mentioned that and look at this home here in the Four of Spirals, I'm imagining Hansel and Gretel going to the home and, you know, seeing that home full of candy. I think it's that story, if I'm not mistaken. And it's like this person sees you as that, but it's like, I want to hold on to the sweet candy person forever. If I don't hold on to them forever, it will feel like I have a toothache, or it would feel like an intense hungering for you because my stomach keeps growling again. And it's kind of annoying. I get your point, Spirit. But anyways, oh, we have another butterfly here. So there's this feeling of this person wanting to create with you. Other eggs here. Eggs are symbols of fertility and this feeling of wanting to create with you. But fertility with the Ace of Wands can also relate to you being quite sexy to this person. When Ace of Wands shows up in these kind of readings, it's showing a lot of sexiness and a lot of physical attraction this person feels towards you, and like this feeling of wanting to be intimate with you in that way, thirsting over you in that way, and like I keep hearing hungering for you. I'm imagining this tiger here being hungry. I don't know. So this person wants to shoot their shot with you here with the arrow. Definitely. And they're hoping it leads to more. They're hoping it, like the situation transforms where you end up creating more together. This person knows what they want. Even if this is quite new, they know what they want with the Nine of Cups, and you are what they wish for. I think this person has a little bit of a tendency to overthink. That's what I'm picking up from this pile. They have a little bit of a tendency to overthink. But I feel like this person sees you as so compassionate, where you naturally, intuitively sense when this person is not okay, when this person is in their mind often. And that's what I'm picking up with the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Moon. Because the Moon is sometimes our subconscious mind and our psyche. And the Swords energy is mental energy. So what Spirit is showing me is this feeling of overthinking a little bit to the point where we don't necessarily feel safe, because the tigers can sometimes represent a cunningness, and it doesn't mean that this person is cunning towards you. I see this energy of sometimes our mind can be cunning. Sometimes our subconscious mind can be cunning and keep us in a loop. But it's not doing that to be cunning. It's doing that to bring up and show us whatever we need to process there. Oh, I just bit my cheek as I said that. So I feel like this person is a little bit fearful opening up to you about these things, and maybe their higher self doesn't want me to speak more on it, but there's something here about whenever they're in this overthinking mode, you bring peace to them. You bring a clear mind to them, because this person sees you as someone that brings in this energy where you really emotionally balance them, with the King of Cups showing up twice. And with the Muse of Emotions, you could be seen to this person as someone that is really in touch with your own emotions, that you teach this person and inspire this person to process their own emotions and ride with the waves instead of fight the waves. Because we can't fight waves. Water is really powerful. Our emotions are really powerful. We can't fight it. But when we learn to ride with it, then we can get somewhere. So it's like, I see this person thinking of you as that one person that knows how to bring them peace of mind. That one person that knows how to bring them back to the state of flow after chaos. You know how to bring them peace and calmness, and you know how to make them laugh even after overthinking. So I'm picking up on an energy here. Let's say this person's thinking a lot, and you just say something and they burst out laughing and they forget why they were even worrying in the first place. It's giving me that type of vibe. So this person finds it to be very playful and outgoing, and finds it to be very fun and exciting to be around, and something about that is hard to resist. Something about your playfulness and your laughter and this cute energy you bring in, it's reminiscent of the inner child and this feeling of what it was like to be a kid, where it's like we can just play and have fun and not really care too much or think too much. And it's like you bring that energy into this person's life, which makes you very hard to resist in a way where it feels like you bring in this carefree energy, and you're so sweet that it's like they crave you all the time. You bring in so much peace that they crave you all the time. And you're really compassionate towards them through any emotional suffering they experience, where I feel like you're really curious towards this person and what they are feeling, even though there's this feeling of sometimes it's hard for them to express those emotions, or there's a fear surrounding it. But then I see a butterfly on their throat chakra where when they open up to you, it transforms them in a way, because I feel you're someone that is able to transmute that energy through playfulness and bring those worries back to the light. So in terms of all of that, that is the emphasis on why they find you hard to resist, because it's like they know what they want with you. With the Nine of Cups, you are what they would consider their wish fulfillment, and that's not me saying that. The Nine of Cups is about a wish coming true. So there's a hope here of a wish coming true in the future with you. And since we have the Nine of Pentacles at the back of the deck, Nine of Pentacles, I see it as a blessing. So it's like this person sees you as a blessing that has entered their life, and they see this moving somewhere. And I think that's a theme I saw in all three piles. So I don't know if every person watching here is actually like serious with the person, but it's a theme I'm picking up in all three piles. The Four of Wands can sometimes indicate commitment, union, or marriage. But it doesn't have to be that it is going to be that, because the future is not set in stone, but maybe this person sees you as marriage material. That's what I'm getting from this Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Like, being with you would be a wish come true, and staying in your life would be a wish come true, but the absence of you would be felt. And with the Hierophant, it feels like they're learning from you. You may seem quite mystical to this person, and you seem very connected to that intuitive side of you too, with the moon, and that mystical side of you, that this person feels like they're spiritually learning as they grow with you. And I think what this person is really looking for is growth, with the Green Man and the Ten of Pentacles and this huge tree with all these flowers growing. And it's like they see you as someone that is currently blooming. So it's like I'm seeing two people on a race together to growth, to their own growth. And it's like, let's combine our skills to be in this race together, and then we can be more powerful and more strong together with our skills together. And I mean that in a metaphoric sense, where it's like this person knows what they want in the future. I feel like they're very much have this plan for the future of what they want, and the sense of, I want to grow with you because I see you as someone that is currently blossoming and blooming. And this is how this person sees you. And I think that's the emphasis on why they find you hard to resist. But if we had to mention other things, it's also your playfulness. It's also this energy of your lightheartedness. This person sees you as very free-spirited, and you make them feel free. You make them feel at peace. You make them feel like the path is clear, like they have clarity on what they want. But there's also a lot of passion here in this connection with the Ace of Wands and the red heart that you chose. It reminds me of passion and this, like I said, this intense longing, and maybe even a little bit of lust here, but it's because you're so sexy. And I feel like there's something about this person finding you very physically attractive, but I think that's not everything to them, which is why Spirit is not making me focus too much on that. And I think that's also a theme I saw in all three piles, because they know what they want and you have what they want. Although they do find you very physically attractive, it's not fully the reason why. It's like the cherry on top of the cake, if that makes sense. And you're the sweetest cake. And cake could reference something about your body. If you know, you know what I'm talking about. Also your smile. You have a very bright smile and a very cute smile. And the way your eyes are when you smile. When you're playful, this person finds you so irresistible. But also, whenever you wear lipstick, for some of my women here, that's something they find very attractive and something that's hard to resist about you. If you ever wear the color red, that is coming through, or they just find you very sensual and very seductive, because the color red reminds me of that, but also romance and passion. So it's like they feel all these feelings of passion towards you. They also find you to be quite mysterious in the way that you look, that it feels like you're kind of pulling them in terms of your physical appearance and the way that you look. And there's something about your eyes that I keep being drawn to, if we had to mention physical appearances, that this person finds hard to resist. And the way that you move, like, and your personality traits. So this is what I see in your reading. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!